We're going to have some beautiful conversations right here on Extra Time. So, once again, let me introduce you. I'm your jersey number 10, and this is Extra Time. And the special nature of the show is that the champions are here. Coach Cedric, assistant coach at Kaizer Chiefs. Coach Nasreddine, Nabi. Let me get straight into the conversation with you, Coach. How does it feel? First season, South Africa, and you're here with a trophy.
I think it's a big moment for myself and my career. It's, I think after 10 years without a trophy, I have the privilege to win, to offer this cup for the fans in a big club like Kaizer Chiefs. What privilege I have, what chance I have, honestly.
And then I want to bring in Coach Cedric as well, because I know he does the translation, but you guys are a team, a technical team together. When you were putting together the conversations for this final, how difficult was this, guys, to make sure that this Kaizer Chiefs team was in the right mindset for such a big game?
Qu'est-ce que, lorsqu'on parlait de cette finale, comment a été la difficulté de préparer nos joueurs et le point de vue?
I think I prefer the opportunity for the first game, derby game with Oran de Peras. I received this opportunity, this game like opportunity, not like a problem. I analyze too much the real situation, the real problem in this game, and this game maybe we lose. Is a bet you lose the game, but for myself, I profit in this opportunity to win the cup. Honestly, for some situation and the technical analysts, legend players know what's important. The really situation. Playing situation in the field is not like a theory. Is in the field, and you correct with the players I profit for this because it's not every time you have the opportunity you play derby after 6 days you play the final. Like I have experience in African competition like CAF, like Champions League. I prepare this match like I play with opponent 2 games in 1 week. Exactly.
Did it help?
Yes.
You played Saturday and then Saturday.
Very help, but I don't know if it help opponent. I'm not sure.
Well, we know that already because the trophy is with Kaizer Chiefs. Yersuf Maart sits there as well as Thabo Kele. Skipper. Yeah, it has been a long time, right?
Very, very long time.
A difficult season. How does this season feel now?
Yeah, for me, it feel a bit relief. And as everyone you can see, even if you on social media, you scroll on social media, you will see like how happy is everyone, fans, everyone. It's amazing. But most importantly, we have still 2 games to go. So it's very important to win that 2 games. For us to be, it's not because we won and be on a comfort zone at the end of the day, but we still have a mission to complete.
You're giving away a secret here because normally when I talk to players, they say, we stay away from social media, we don't look, there's a lot of sometimes criticism. When the trophy's in I'm here now. Let me see what's happening.
No, it's not that. Obviously, I have family who goes through these things and they will send you on WhatsApp, just check. I know you don't want to check, but just check. So obviously, we'll just go and check and obviously, we'll see everywhere it's just Kaizer Chiefs.
Pomozo, I know you've been giving me the signal there because we have like that signal thing. You want to get in the conversation. Jump in.
No, I want to speak to Skipper to say, Skipper, you play against a team where you grew up, where you were developed at Orlando Pirates. You come up against them in a final. It's a life-changing moment for the supporters of Kaizer Chiefs that has been waiting for so long. Do you get that extra motivation or it was just about you and your supporters?
You want to know where the motivation comes in?
Yeah.
Obvious, if you play MDC games, it's full. Like when I was at Pirates, they used to show us videos, what a derby games really mean. So I understand what it means at the end of the day. So all the videos they show us, and even Carling Black Label, you know, there's youngsters sitting both sides of the teams, Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates. So I was sitting on the other side. Today I'm on the other side. But it's like amazing. It's a great experience. Obviously, you were sitting on the bench as a youngster. You feel like you want to go in, but it's not your time. It's not your moment to feel that. But at the end of the day, you grow. You grow. As you grow, you will know what to expect. So obvious, I knew what I expect in each and every derby game.
Well, let's go to the man next to you, right? Good to figure, boy.
Yeah.
Good to figure.
Yeah.
Just arrived, trophy in the bank.
Yeah.
And I guess if we pick up on Yersuf has to say, he's had a lifetime of preparation for a game this size. What was it like for you?
Greetings at home, greetings to everyone. I think for me, I think it's similar to Yersuf in a different context though, because I went abroad early and I also had a serious, I think, preparation too for me to be able to handle this kind of moments. So yeah, I think I was prepared, ready to help the team, and yeah. You know,
those footballers are out ready to help the team. What did the coach say? What did he tell you?
Well, we have a lot of conversations with the coach and the technical team, even amongst ourselves. But the coach specifically with me individually is like encouraging me to put the positivity around the team every time, because I'm that person who likes to share and like to receive positivity. Because if you see now, we're starting this trophy. Is very important for us because it has also boosted our belief and strengthening our belief.
How do you give positivity? What do you do? How do you give that positivity? Are you the guy who sings? Are you the guy who pulls young players aside? What do you do?
It's being honest, transparency, sharing positive messages, even in difficult times. That the unity, that's positivity, being honest to your teammates and being transparent so that we can improve and get better, so that's kind of positivity.
I think for me, the one question I want to ask Thabo is that, 6 days ago, you sit out, the coach has a different plan for the final. But for the league derby, you don't get to play. Now you get to absorb everything that is happening. And I know it was also a special game because when I was in Durban, people were saying they grew up watching your tussle with Talent Mbata. Now you take it from the KZN development side, then you bring it all up to the derby. How was the feeling sitting out? How did it feel coming up against somebody you grew up with?
From the first game, obviously, derby is a derby, no matter what, But this one, the final is a final, and it was in my hometown. So it was a special occasion for me, and I can't even explain it, but me and Talente coming from the same area, which is Guamash, we're representing our location, So it was very something deep for me and my people.
Coach, let's get straight into the football conversation. People at home want to know.
Yes.
The starting lineup. Starting with the goalkeeper's position. No one was ready. No one was ready for that. Explain.
Yes.
Vuma out, and then you come in with Peterson.
Yes. I think
The courage.
I think you need experience, you need confidence, like coach, for yourself, and courage to take like a decision like that. I think the sense of responsibility helped me to and honestly helped me to take this decision. Why? Because after the derby, particularly at the derby, the pressure is very, very lot pressure for Vuma. It's inhuman pressure for him. And I observed in training the quality of the work for all the goalkeeper with the big coach Elias, director of goalkeeper department, and I leave the game before the game starting. Imagine if it's human if Vuma lose one action and I take his position in the field, in mental, and the question. I know too much people. It's not normal. We don't put after 6 months, don't play goalkeeper, I don't put him in Tifala. This is crazy.
He played 4
I know
games
this.
in the
I
league.
prepare. For that, what we needed every time is very important, the coach with experience and with courage. Don't forget for social media.
Massive courage, coach. Massive.
Yes. And I give you an example. If, for example, after 10 minutes, Vuma receive red card, you use with the goalkeeper in the bench. And the bench is don't play 7. It's same. No problem.
Then, the other thing on that starting lineup, Ignacio Miguel comes straight into the final. He hadn't been playing.
I don't have another. And you don't observe it. They don't have a defender in the bench in final South Africa. I don't have defender in the bench. The fan don't observe that. Yeah. Because I have too much player out with the injury, and they don't play 4-4. I play 3-5-2. After we change the last 20 minutes, I think 3-4-3. And I need every time why Zita and he's play very good because have with them Salomos with him Salomos and Moody. What's work his give? What's work? The people with tactical work. The fans maybe don't observe it. What work is work. In this...
we saw, because he gets the goal, and we can talk about that. But Modi is responsible for the penalty that opens the match. That work began to be obvious very early on in the game.
Yes, but I want to explain for Miguel. Miguel don't play in the derby because he's not ready 100%. And don't forget, I think if he's received card in this game, he's don't play the final.
So he was.
But he's received the card in final. He saved the team with his experience, intelligence. You remember?
Talk about that.
I think he's don't. If you don't block him like that, it's a goal. 200%.
Okay. What I'm going to ask my producer to do is just come out of this right now, and let's just take a look at when we talk about how tough this game was from a physical perspective, because you're talking about where Miguel puts that arm around, and you say, great experience. The coach has described it as great experience. And guys, this was something, and Pomoza as well, it was a physical match, right? It was, and it seemed like Chiefs came with a more physical approach. We'll confirm that now, but there was some tough tackling going out there.
I think for me, the game changer for Chiefs was Duba, even though he did not score. But the work that Duba did off the ball, to try and stop the build-up of Orlando Pirates, I think that was very key for me. That's one player that I would give my flowers to and say if Duba is not there, the pressure that Duba exerted in that team was excellent for me to be able to stop Orlando Pirates to play their normal game. And I think it was a plus for Chiefs on the final.
Are we ready? We're going to look at the moment that the coach was talking about, the physicality, where we see Ignacio Miguel put that arm out, and some people call it a wrestling move. I've got the two players here in studio as well. And when we look here at how the goal was scored, this is how that penalty was awarded.
I think the slightest of touches, but the question that the ref has to ask himself here is, does the touch bring Modi down? And the answer would be yes in that moment, because when you're running at high speed, the slightest of touches will be able to bring you down. And I totally agree with the decision that was made by the ref in this instance. Watching it first time at the stadium, it does not look like there's much of a touch. But when you're running at high speed and somebody touches you like that, Thomas, it's going to bring you down.
You guys had a great view. How does it feel? 4 minutes into the game, penalty.
Obviously, you want to score first in those kind of games. So for us, it was important, and Sereno did the work,
That's the other thing, guys, because when we talk about Sereno doing the work, I looked at the previous games, obviously in the Nedbank Cup. Miguel, when you were not there, Yersuf was taking the penalties. Ignacio Miguel was taking the penalties. Everyone thought it would be you to step up for the penalty. And then we see Sereno step up. How is this conversation going on? You've been the regular penalty taker.
I think at that moment, obvious, everyone knows how you kick a penalty. So at that day, they never knew who's going to kick. So obvious, we decide as a team, as technical team, who needs and who had the confidence on that day. And obviously, Serino said, give it.
So this decision was on the field, coach, or before the match?
Before in
Team meeting.
team meeting. You have number 1, number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
To show the penalty. And for this final, we chose, I think,
Serino,
Miguel,
and
then me.
and you.
That was for the penalty shootout.
Yes.
But now this is in the game.
No, that was for the penalty.
If it happens in the
The
game.
penalty
Even in the
taker
game?
during the game.
Yes,
You need 3 options.
yes, we have
Every
three
day,
options.
every game.
Maybe you decided for number 1.
Yeah.
But in this moment,
Yeah.
he's not. The feeling is not good for him.
Yeah.
Number 2 go. After number 3 go. All is
We know it.
Yeah.
We know it.
I also wanted to steal it as number 4.
You were ready to come in.
I was ready there. But they said, calma.
But you could have stepped up and said, no, Gaston.
Now we have to respect the first one.
Respect
If he's
the order.
feeling, and as well, if the player has been subbed off,
Yes.
then we know that, for example, Yersuf is the penalty taker, the number 1.
Yeah.
There is a number 2. There is a number 3. If the number 1 has been subbed off, then the number 2 has to take over the number 3. Then we don't get those things about people trying to fight for who's going to take the penalty. It's obvious at there is a sheets in the changing room. Everyone knows who's going to take the penalty if there is a penalty that we get, and we avoid any kind of misunderstanding.
Now let's get to that tackle that you were talking about, coach. Very unorthodox tackle.
tackle.
Stokes left for Miguel.
Miguel.
It's not, we're not used to seeing this. You said this was experience. So when you look at it, it was important for him to react like this and to make sure that he stopped the attack.
Honestly, it's not very beautiful. It's not like that, but you need realistic. In Europe, in Champions League and action like that, I prefer like that, or I receive 1 goal. And honestly, I respect. I don't want look that.
Hey, now you see, it looked different on the field.
I promise you, if you don't block
Take a
me
look
like
here.
that, it's a goal.
Boom.
Yes, it's not beautiful, but it's necessary, honestly, in this moment.
Yes.
It's necessary. And this is experience for what I want, the mix for young players, experienced players, character players, technical players. This is a mix is very, very important.
I think, coach, for me, I look at the first derby where Cross gets sent off because of the pace of Nkota. Going into the game, it must be something that you thought about, because we're asking ourselves questions to say, do you play Dove as an out-and-out left winger? Do you play Happy Mashiane? Or do you go for that back 3 that you played so well in the final? Was there any specific plan for that pace of the Orlando Pirates front runners?
Yes, please.
Est-ce qu'il y avait une technique spéciale pour contrer la
No,
rapidité des attaques?
it's global tactical. If you honestly, if you observe it from, I start the league for 1 model game. It's a very offensive model game, and very spectacularly. I think spectacularly. I create some. I think Kaiser Chiefs number 1 in expected goals, but don't win. But I think if with the player with the injury don't play this game, like Dortley, like Reeve,
Give him some.
and it's very important. We play. We give more importance in defense. And if we compare the quality of the striker of Orlando and the profile of my defender, after that I decided we play with 3 center back. Is very. This is give me a big balance, defensively balance, because sometimes you need a realistic coach. Sometimes you need a result. And if you are in final, we need profit in this opportunity. People forget for beautiful football in final. The people has wanted the result.
And when we talk beautiful football, and guys, that was the engine room. You were part of that. When we look at 6 yellow cards, 17 fouls, was that part of the mission on the day, that we have to play more aggressively? We really need to make sure that we are putting in our bodies on the line.
For me personally, I think obviously we played 2 derby games before the final, so everyone knew what to expect. So everyone will go with the mentality which we had, and obviously,
Which is what?
Aggressive. We go there aggressive. We fight as a team. We stand together, and obviously the coaches was together. Everyone was together, and everything worked it out very well.
Kalipat.
Obviously, games like that are emotional games. It's natural, and I think that, like the coach said, you know, it starts from the work that we've been doing, the structure defensively, and of course us trying to also create chances from that. You know, so it's just a matter of us, you know, applying those things that we work on with the team. Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. You remember the derby game. I think Kaiser Chiefs played good, particularly the first half.
You took
possession, beautiful football, but without efficiency, without really creating opportunity of to scoring. And finally, we lose the game 2-1. But the players don't play bad. Maybe don't play it with aggressivity, with and in final, you need to change the strategy.
The winning goal. Yersuf, obviously we're going to talk about that. But that aggression you're talking about, it was there. Because we see Chiefs put pressure. We see that you're trying to make sure that Pirates can't goal, that you do score, Yersuf. That was part of the plan.
It's not particularly Yersuf to the plan too, but I think I took the guys in the room, give him the ball.
Because look here.
Yes. Before
Pirates
that,
are comfortable here, but the press is on.
Yeah, the press is that, but I think I took for the guys, give them the ball. The block come little down, give him confidence. After with the confidence we
tackle.
Yes.
We press.
Yes, we press. I'm not. It's not we press. You know, the player is a very good player for the player of Orlando Pirates. Sometimes he's play with us with a big confidence. My only we have one thing to remember. Last season, Kaiser Chiefs he scored the first in the derby with Orlando Pirates, but after that Orlando win 2-1. The last game we scored the first, but Orlando come back and they win the game. You need reflection for why this is a repeat. And mon inquiétude,
my worry.
My worry after we scored the first goal. Maybe the situation repeat in the time, you know. And for that, I ask too much aggressivity. For that, I ask second half to come little back, give him the ball, give him confidence. After with substitution, some player like Chabalala, like Ox is give because in moment I lose the midfielder, I lose the game. In moment, in this moment, I decided to put Ox first. Ox after Ox, he's give the balance, and he's give the balance. Maybe the fun is not accepted. The change, Mr. Sele. Come out, Mr. Sele.
He's in his hometown. You're pulling him out at home.
And look, Tom, and myself, I take decision. It's not anyone, but I tell him, you have injury, my brother, because the camera is put. You understand? Not because all the people, what's substitution? This is Nabi, is a plumber. I don't know. What's situation? But I know. You know, I give him Ox give really the balance of the game. After that, this balance, we go to attack with Shabalala and with which one?
Ashley.
And Ashley and like that.
And as well, the other thing that coach wanted to really talk about was we noticed as well that from the last game we had more possession, but we didn't convert the possession that we had in real chances of scoring. Then we said ourselves, if this is a final, let's sacrifice the possession, to a more effective football, especially in the second half. That in first half we felt that we were trying to press, but sometimes they were going a little bit easier through our press. We said let's take back a little, like 10 meters or 15 meters back our block team to allow them, the defenders, to have balls. Then they're gonna step up, and with Ashley, with Lilepo, with Shabalala, we're gonna have more pace and more speed at the front. And as well, with the number of games that they have been playing, we knew that physically they were going to drop as well, and it worked.
It did. And it worked because that left foot, when you're running up to that, what's going through your mind? Oh, there. When you're running up to that, what are you thinking? Just get the laces through? Are you looking for a place it?
No, to be honest, yeah, just get the laces through it. And I got it.
As hard as I can.
Yes.
It goes in perfect. I mean, it goes in bottom corner. Is it your favorite goal of all time? Because no one can forget the other derby goal that you scored, where you were like almost on the halfway line.
Thomas, I don't know. Aye. You can't compare the two.
No, the man is here.
No, I'm before pendula.
Yeah.
Hey, Maragukune trouble because this one brings the trophy,
Yeah,
and then the other one is from his own half.
So, if you were going to, and you could only choose one as your favorite of all time goal in a derby, which one between those two? Halfway line, this one?
I will prefer this one. Because obviously this one, it brings the trophy.
Yeah. It's more than a goal.
More than?
More than a goal, yeah.
What is it?
It's for the fans, for our people, and the reality of the club, having not won anything in 10 years. So that's why I feel like it's this. You even see and feel the energy in South Africa that his goal, our goal, is like, it's bigger than a goal.
I think when I spoke to Coach before we went on air, he said he likes the tactics and the trends on the show. So I just want to show him the tactics and the trends for the goal that they score with Yersuf.
Yeah, let's have that technical conversation.
Yeah, so if we go on the goal, look at how high the two Orlando Pirates fullbacks are in this moment, Thomas. That makes the gap too big. Those are the three midfielders that we're highlighting in that moment. Now, the coaches have already spoken about the space that they wanted to give to Orlando Pirates. The space that I'm highlighting is where Tito is. If Mbokas is able to find that pass to Tito, then Chiefs are in trouble. But the good organization from Kaizer Chiefs, the hand of God is on Yersuf Maart. He's going to go on and score the goal from that position. But the man that I'm cycling is Ox. He does an incredible job in terms of intercepting that ball. That is the middle block that the coaches were talking about. Now look at Tito, look at Karim. They can see Yersuf in that moment, but they're ball watching in this instance. As soon as Chiefs progress the ball forward, look again at the Orlando Pirates. It's 3 versus 3, but the 3 Pirates defenders are all watching the ball. They're not watching the men in and around. Now, the hand of God is on Yersuf Maart again. He's getting closer to the penalty area. Now, the midfielder that has to track him in this time is Lamine in that instance. But again, it's the same mistake that he's making. He's watching the ball. Now, I'm circling Ashley Dupree. He does well. He goes away from the crowd. Shabalala does well to be able to find him with a pass. It's an excellent pass from Shaba in this instance. It takes Kaizer Chiefs a little bit wide. But again, look at all the space that Yersuf Maart has in that D-line, his experience. Agal Khaleli Paula. Now, look at the 3 midfielders of Orlando Pirates. All of them, again, are ball watching. Now, the intelligence of Yersuf to stay on that D-line, as soon as you pause it there, in that moment, that's the game-changing moment for Kaizer Chiefs, and that is the moment that is taking the case away, and Kaizer Chiefs take the trophy.
The laces just goes in. Guys, we are out of time, and I know our viewers have loved this conversation. Thank you very much. Guys, it was great to talk to you. Coach,
Yes.
Congratulations on this victory.
Thank you so much.
Before I let you go, though, Coach, I have to ask this question because otherwise I get fired. But the entire day, there are stories about your future at Kaizer Chiefs. What is the future for Coach Nabi at Kaizer Chiefs? Because half the papers are saying you are not continuing, the others are saying you're staying.
I'm sorry because this point is very important. If maybe Cédric is translate quick and directly. Donc, je pense que actuellement, je suis très concentré. Il l'a dit sur les 2 matchs, ils sont très importants. Et je pense que c'est important de se focaliser d'abord sur ces 2 matchs.
Actually, I'm very focused on the last 2 games of the league. And it's very important for the end of the league.
Je reste ici parce que le processus l'exige. Normalement, je dois continuer, j'ai un contrat, j'ai une mission, we have a mission here. Si le club, ce qu'il m'a promis pour continuer, pour replacer le club à sa position, il n'y a pas de raison que moi, je pars, même si je suis sollicité, parce que je dois respecter le club, je dois respecter mon contrat et je dois respecter ma mission.
I still have a contract with Kaizer Chiefs, and I believe that if the club wants to continue with me and to give the tools to succeed, there is no reason that I will leave, even if I can find somewhere else to go. But I respect this club, and I want to continue with this club.
But Tommy, honestly, we talk honestly, and je ne voudrais pas rester si les engagements du club envers le processus, ou il y a un engagement qui n'est pas fait. Parce que j'ai promis les supporters, je ne vais pas être un menteur pour protéger mon salaire et ma position. Raison pour laquelle je ne resterai pas. Je pense que je ne serai pas inutile plutôt si je n'ai pas ce que j'ai besoin pour la saison prochaine pour renforcer l'équipe, pour que l'équipe puisse être à l'Afrique une équipe à la hauteur de sa réputation et qu'elle continue à donner de la joie et jouer pour des titres les prochaines saisons. Je ne suis pas prêt pour subir une pression comme celle que j'ai subie cette année.
I wouldn't be honest if I say that I'm gonna stay. If the club doesn't allow me to get all the tools to succeed next season, because they have promised, and myself I've promised to the fans that I want to build a successful team that is going to compete in every competition to win trophies, and that's the condition for me to stay. And because I don't feel that I want to go through what I went through this season.
Guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for your honesty, Coach.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Coach Kaze. Thank you, Yersuf.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thabo. And thank you, Kaizer Chiefs. It's a great day when Kaizer Chiefs are lifting a trophy.
It can be fine. The nation has to hear me congratulate the coach and the players on national TV. I was not working this weekend. I want to say, Coach,
no.
You beat 3 teams that were playing in CAF. You beat Stellenbosch, coming from CAF, Sundowns coming from CAF, Orlando Pirates coming from CAF. A big congratulations to you. You are cooking. You said it's a process.
Yes,
Keep cooking.
but before this, Nabi must go.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate the time, and thank you.
Yes, it's a good moment to me.
Thank you very much. We're going to a break. Everyone say goodbye. The show's not over.
No problem.
Thank you.
Sure.
We'll be back after the break. Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. And we'll
Good show.
continue
Thank you so much.
with what's going on. No, we love it. It's live TV, guys. It's live.
Sorry,